What's up, everybody? This is Kenny from Mag Chop, and we're chopping it up.
Attention, attention, attention. The Godfather of
All right, welcome back to the show. Glad you guys could be here. Another episode brought to you by the Mag Chop 15-ounce collection. Listen, if you are a fishing enthusiast and you do not own one of these mugs, you might not be a fishing enthusiast. I'm just throwing that out there. Also, shout out to Moonrays for these red, white, and blue themed, beautiful Moonrays glasses. Check them out. I love them. Great guy, great company, great brand. So, let's get into business. First, I got three topics to talk about today. Three different topics. I got an announcement, story time, and then the number one topic is working at the speed of business. And we all have heard that expression before, but what does it really mean? It means working fast, it means working efficiently, and it means providing quality that your customers expect, right? So if you're in business, you are either providing a service or providing a product. That is what you do. That's business, right? So, and even if you're entertaining, you're still providing a service. That is, your entertainment is a service. So make no mistake, it's a product or a service. And how to keep your customers happy is you need to learn how to work fast, efficiently, and keep your quality up. Okay, so fast and efficient may sound very similar, but as things get more efficient, as you get better at things, they become more efficient. You find the more efficient ways of doing them, things like that, so you get faster at it. So when I say fast, it's because you have to learn the efficiency, but I put that in that order for a reason. So you got to be fast. Keep that in your mind, because if you keep it in your mind that you have to be fast, you're going to find the more efficient ways, right? And then the next thing is your quality. Make sure that you keep your quality up, because that's a lot of times people start working fast and everything, but their quality drops. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure you keep your quality drop, because when you deal with certain customers, if you deal with clients that they're at the top of their game, they're going to identify if you're not at the top of yours. That's just the way it is. There seems to be like a common line with all of that. The second thing is answer your phone. This is the most underrated and probably one of the most important aspects. Now, I know in this age, people are, text messaging and emails and messenger, DMs. You have all these other options, and I understand that. But let me tell you, there are still a lot of people that when it comes down to it, they want to get on that phone and call you. They want to know that somebody's going to answer that phone. And if you don't answer, you just text back, hey, my phone's not working. Listen, don't use that excuse. I'd rather get a message saying I'm in a meeting, I can't speak now, can I call you back later? So when you use that excuse, that my phone is not working excuse, I'm going to tell you what you're telling me. And this is probably what most other people are thinking, because you would probably be thinking it as well. You're not investing in your business properly, because if you are your business and your phone is damaged or not working or not functioning, then you're not taking the time to invest in a phone to make sure that you have your business. How do I know you're going to take my business serious? What I need, how do I know you're going to take that serious? Okay, so answer your phone. If you get a phone call, answer it. And sometimes, if you don't understand something from the text message that the person wrote, call them, see if they answer. That one's going to tell you where they're at with you and how serious they're taking your business. Next thing is network. I cannot stress this enough. Networking events are the bread and butter of your business, because this is where you're going to go meet people. You're not sitting there trying to go to the bar and meet people for business at the bar. That's after. If you guys go meeting, guys hit a little place like a happy hour after, have a relaxing conversation. Sometimes, you get to know a person on a different level there. But this is not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is going to networking events that every networking event possible. I'm gonna be honest with you, I would just go to all of them and see which ones are going to work for you the best, which ones produce the most. I go to a lot of different ones, so you definitely want to be in there. Don't do crazy antics. Like, I saw somebody put up a billboard trying to get a director's attention, and obviously this person paid thousands of dollars for this billboard. Another person ran up on a celebrity like, hey, I want to work with you. They almost looked like they were going to fight. You can't do stuff like that. Like, you have to make sure that if you are representing your brand, representing your business, that you do it in the best way possible. And if you want to get people's attention, keep your quality up, And you'll see that people will start addressing, people start saying, man, you know what, use this guy, man. They got good quality. Shows up on time. His products are right. His service is right. That's what's going to happen. You'll build a reputation. So don't do craziness like running up on celebrities and stuff like that. It's just not going to work. Okay? Stay away from that kind of stuff. Speaking of celebrities, I'm very excited to announce that it was semi-announced by Cynthia herself, legendary freestyle singer Cynthia, Dream Girl, is going to be teaming up with MagChop. And what I did was I had actually taken her logo. I removed the back of her logo and I put MagChop art inside of her logo, and she loved it. Not only did she love it, she posted on her social media and her crowd seemed to love it. So really exciting stuff coming up, and this is what I talk about when it comes to quality. When I met Cynthia, she was working on her own line. She was not happy with the quality, but when she saw MagChop quality, she knew what she was doing. She knew being at the top of her game right now again, as she's back in the limelight, she's back on stage, as she's back performing, she's back at the top of her game. She recognized the quality of my products being on the top of their game. So I'm very excited to be announced that, but keep that in mind. Always keep in mind that your quality has to be A1 no matter what, no matter where you're at. Like I used to tell my performers, I don't care if you're performing on a crate in an alley in front of 3 people or the Miami Arena, you give the same performance. Always remember that. So, on to story time. Unfortunately, my wife was in a horrible accident. She was injured, but she's okay. She's healing up. A little bit of sore, probably gonna have to, it's a process to heal. But of all things to happen during this, I get the phone call. I'm outside. Okay, so I'm outside working on my yard. I have no shirt on, just I think slippers and shorts. I just jumped in the car and went. I get to the hospital. I got no shirt on, so I tell the lady in the front. I said, "Hey, excuse me. I feel bad. I got the phone call. I wasn't, I just jumped in the car and went. Do you have a shirt I can use?" She says, "Yeah, no problem. I got a shirt for you." She gives me what looks like a scrub. I go in there, I see my wife, I sit with her, I'm sitting there petting her hair. She's almost, she's eyes are closed, practically unconscious, petting her hair. And I see people walking by and they're looking at me, and whenever I was walking in there, I saw people looking at me funny. Some people would wave at me and smile, and I was like, oh. Now, this is Palm Beach County, and I've been on TV quite a few times in Palm Beach County, so in my mind, I'm like, wow, I've gotten recognized when I'm out before, but never like this. Like, not so many people in one place are like waving at me and stuff, and I'm like, wow, this is cool. So a little while after sitting there, this guy walks in. This guy looks like the quintessential orderly from from a movie. Big dude comes walking in. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I was like, "Good, how you doing?" And I'm thinking that he's there gonna take some notes about my wife, about the accident or something like that. No. The shirt the lady gave me was the shirt that they put on patients that are Baker acted in the psych ward. Yeah. So he tells me, he says, "Where'd you get that shirt?" And I said, "Oh yeah, they gave it to me at the front when I came in. I didn't have a shirt on, and I asked him to let me borrow a shirt." He starts laughing. He says, "Yeah." He says, "Look at this. They had the whole corridors both shut off with security and orderlies in case I ran. They were prepared to plummet me. They thought that I escaped the psych ward and was sitting there just petting some random patient's hair. So they had everybody freaking out. And nobody wanted to say anything because it was a psych ward shirt." So this is the kind of stuff I'm dealing with while I'm dealing with my wife's in pain, laughing, because now she's aware of what's going on. So if you go to the hospital and they give you a shirt, make sure you verify that it's not a psych ward Baker acting shirt, because you're going to be in for quite an experience. So this is Kenny from MagChop. Thank you guys for watching. I'm glad you guys are here, and see you next week.